Okay, man. I'm ready.
Okay. We are here at the 5th Annual Live Green Sustainable Living Festival. It happens once a year put together in downtown to bring together the wonderful resources that we have in our community, from businesses to advocacy groups to growers and farmers that are all interested in improving the environment.
They're trying to promote different ways of approaching our lifestyles and approaching our culture in a way with an intention of stewardship and an intention of ecological consciousness.
What's going on with solar power? What's going on with wind energy right now? You know, how can I reduce the energy that I'm using in, say, a music stage, in a coffee maker?
We're having a show here, a pedal-powered concert. We do human-powered music, which means that audience takes turns pedaling one of our bicycles in place to create electricity for our sound system. It's part of the 3rd annual Shake Your Peace Bike Music Tour of Utah. This is the 3rd year we've done it. We started at the top of the state up in Logan, and we wind our way down. This tour is a half tour, so we're going to Provo, and we're doing shows all along the way. And this is the part of our Salt Lake stops on our tour.
I am always really surprised by what people are doing with the vehicles and how creative people are to get away from petroleum-based vehicles like these biodiesel. People are using kitchen grease to create fuel in their garages that are completely running like a diesel Mercedes or, a box van that restaurants are using. So I find that really interesting. I mean, and then there's electric bicycles and scooters, there's solar-powered motorcycles, there's just all this creative energy that is put forth to getting us away from the oil situation that we're in right now. So that's been really interesting to me personally.
And Shake Your Peace is trying to ask that question like a lot of other organizations that are here at Live Green are too, and that question is basically, how can I, in my own life, with my own job and my own family, my own house, how can I start to live more and more sustainably and more in harmony with nature and not in disharmony?
When we do a lot of these events and a lot of these advocacy groups, we're always out there tabling and trying to get the message out, and so often it's like the same people. It's like, oh, there's Jen, there's Martha, hey. And so what's been really great about this event is we've been able to draw people into it, with it being at Library Plaza, which is a public place in its own right, with the music, with beer and food. People come to a festival and we get to reach out and send our message to people who ordinarily we're not in contact with. So,
well, ideally, I hope that people just start feeling they feel that their question is amplified. If they come to this festival, chances are they're probably starting to ask that question, how can I live more sustainably and more in harmony? And I hope that in seeing Shake Your Peace and seeing these different booths, that they start asking themselves question more and more. It starts reverberating off of everybody else's question who's out here too, and everybody else's smile who's thinking about the planet and trying to care for other people across the world.
People are very interested in this topic right now. And it's not going to go away. That's not something that's going to decline. That's where we're at right now, and that will continue. So, yeah.
No, a hatchet won't dig away